He's like, I drive for the cartel. We pull up to a junkyard and it's closed. SUV pull up, shh. Two guys get out. We went to this house, so he moved the stove out of the way.
There's a tunnel.
Yeah. I was never supposed to try that. Like, honestly, bro, never. Because we could have been killed, bro. Nobody would never knew where we was at. I came up with an invention called the blunt splitter. I had a hard time getting somebody to fund it. I went to a couple consulting companies.
What was it though?
So
because you told me on the phone, but you didn't really explain.
So the blunt splitter is a mechanism that it's like a PVC pipe circle, and you just slide the blunt through, the cigar through, and it splits it down the middle.
Okay.
So I invented that. I went to a couple consulting companies. Nobody can do nothing. They told me I need like 20,000, and they was like, okay, we'll do it. Something happened. Never got it done. So I went through maybe 2 or 3 years of that till I got to a point. I was like, well, I'm gonna just do it myself. So the only way I knew to make that type of money is the streets.
Right.
Now I'm at a point in my life where I'm hustling. I'm trying to get the money together for the blunt splitter to fund it.
Right.
One of my childhood friends that I was cool with, we started hanging out, moving around. We was, moving the little trees here and there. We met a plug together. When we meet this plug, he starts off with like 50 pounds.
Is that a lot? That sounds like a lot.
Back in those days,
sounds like a lot.
Back in those days, it was a lot. 50 pounds was like, we like, okay. But we was moving like an average 20 pounds a piece, maybe like every week. So it was like 50 pounds. That's, we can do that.
Yeah.
So we did it. We split it up. We moved it. We bought it back. He say, I got 100 pounds. And he was like, y'all don't even have to pay for it. I'ma just run it to y'all. So he was like, okay. So we get it. It's good Arizona. It's the best. So it's like, we got Tampa on lock. You know what I mean? At this time, like, cause it's like the best of the best. We bringing back the money for the 100. Then he tell us, well, look, when I drove down, I bought like 500. It's just bait.
Listen, I was gonna say I've heard this before. Guys are like expecting 100 and they show up with 500. And you're like, no, it's on. We're gonna front it to you.
Yeah, so
they're like,
so he was like, I was just trying to find somebody here that I trust.
Yeah.
So we like, okay. So now me and him get together. We like, look, we got to get a house. So we going to get a house together. We get it set up. Now he's like, so look, y'all got a house. I know where y'all staying at. So I'm gonna bring y'all 1,000 pounds every week. So we like, okay.
Aren't you? I mean, I know this isn't the story.
We can't turn it down. We can't turn it down.
I know this isn't the story, but I mean, are you guys concerned at all? Like, this is way more than we anticipated getting involved in. Like, you're just trying to scrape up some money to get this project
to get
started.
the splitter going, but you get trapped.
Yeah, that money starts coming.
The money started to come, and
the splitter.
Yeah,
that can wait.
But not even that. It's like, it's not even just the money. It's the fact that we have product that a lot of people don't got. Like, we got great, good stuff. Like, it's like Dro almost. And they like, oh my God, we can't keep it.
All right.
So people like, we running through, when we did the 50, we normally do 20 a piece, I told you, a week.
Mm-hmm.
We did the 50 in like 2 or 3 days. That's how good it was. And they were still calling back. So we understand that it was a big need for in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So we went back to him. We set up everything. So now he started bringing 1,000 a week. So the first load come, satellite van pull up to the house. Like, So he pull up. He like, yo, this the people. So they get up on the roof. I'm like, what the fuck they doing up on the roof? They getting up on the roof. They're like, this good. They got everything. He's like, you don't have to do nothing. So all of a sudden he come off the roof. Then he start pulling out all this stuff out the van. It's like a little minivan. Start pulling out all this stuff out the van, just like equipment. And all the way in the back of the van.
Right.
1,000 pounds. We pull them out, get the bells out. We split them open. We like, so now we moving. So now we got to find more customers too. So we go to Tallahassee.
Well, are these customers or these, because you're not selling this stuff now. You're like a distributor now.
Yeah,
you're
we're distributing.
You're not selling it on the corner.
No, we only selling pounds. That's
right.
it.
So you're selling to dealers that are.
Yeah, but they selling out.
Yeah.
Like they moving them. So because our prices is like $900 and they turn around and sell them for $1,500.
Right.
We can't keep it. So we trying to open up because this guy telling us like, listen, we doing 1,000 a week. I could bring more than that. I just need to know y'all set up for that. So we like, okay, we need to move a little more. Let's move a little faster. So we end up going to Tallahassee. Moving around, talking. We meet a couple guys up there. We like, and these guys in Tallahassee, when I tell you, he driving a beat up pickup truck, hair ain't cut, dirty shirt. We let him see it. He like, oh yeah, this good. He was like, man, let me get 20. So our prices in Tallahassee, we charging $1,100 a pound.
Mm-hmm. Because you have to move it there.
We got to move it there. Yeah. So we transport it there. So we like, okay. So he was like, yeah, give me 20. We bring him 20. He bring out the cash. He called us back. He's like, man, let me get 60. So now we like, we ain't got 60.
Mm-hmm.
We got another 20. Feel like I'd take that. So we just wanted to see. So we go over there and see. So we sit down and talk to him, and he explained what he got going on. He was like, man, listen, this is going to be gone in no time. He like, you got Florida State, you got FAMU, you got TCC. He was like, and you got Quincy, you got Gretla, all these little smaller countries outside of Tallahassee. He was like, I go through all that.
Services all of them.
He's like, I service all that. So we like, so he's like, well, we're like, how many can you take? Man, we only bought 300.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I probably could do another 100. Okay. We go to the hotel, we get the 100, we come back, money clean, untouched. So we sitting there. We done moved those two, the other two that we had left.
Mm-hmm.
Now we back on the road, going back to Tampa. We come back, bring some more weed, but we saying we not gonna do it. We just gonna go up there because we left some other stuff around, and we just gonna go up there and see what's going on our way back going to Tallahassee. Me and him go to Tallahassee because I got a show. We get pulled over.
What's the show?
So at the time, I'm doing music as well.
Okay.
I do music as well.
Because you didn't mention that yet.
Yeah. So I do music as well. So it's kind of like I'm doing music. I got the blunt splitter, and this is how I'm fun and everything is, So we go up there for a show. We get pulled over. I take the charge for him because he got like a little small amount just for him to smoke because he had like a child support purge.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no felonies, no charges whatsoever. And I didn't think weed would be a felony.
Right.
It's like over an ounce. I take the charge. Being a homeboy, I take the charge. It's my first felony. Okay. Now, we continue moving. We back. A year later, we going.
This has been going on for a year?
For a year. I'm talking about
what are you making a month on?
We doing about 30 or 40,000. Easy clearing. And that's after My partner. He has a bad spending habit.
Okay.
Horrible spending habit. Like, for real flashy. I don't like to be like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guy when you describe the guy in Tallahassee driving the old pickup truck with the looks like he's unshaven, long hair, looks like he ain't taking a bath. Like that's the guy that goes for decades without ever getting pulled over.
Without ever getting pulled over. Nobody never knows he got all this money. He's buying properties and all stuff up there in Tallahassee.
You know who El Mayo is from the Sinaloa Cartel, right? Like it was run by El Mayo and El Chapo. El Chapo was flashy. Mm-hmm. El Mayo just got caught maybe about a year ago. But El Mayo literally was driving around in a 30-year-old pickup truck, like for years. Like he's driving through the town. Like this is the guy who runs the Sinaloa Cartel. Like, he was worth $1 billion probably. But they said he didn't. Listen, he don't bring any attention. Then
I was at Coleman with Felix. I used to play handball with Felix.
Oh,
the one that used to they was fighting against each other. His daughter used to come. His daughter got the elephantitis or something.
Oh, okay.
That's how they caught him. That's how they caught him. Yeah, but with as we moving, we going on a year. Now I have a security because the music is taking off. I got my jury now. But I'm not as flashy as I only wear it because I'm an artist.
Yeah. It's the style.
It's the style, the look. You know what I mean? So, but he is extremely flashy. Like another car. We find this guy at this car lot here on 301. And
he take cash.
Yeah. And he'll he can go buy this car today, drive it for 2 or 3 weeks. If he don't like it, he can go back. And the dude will be like, "Oh, you like that one? Okay, well just give me $10,000 more. You can take that one and leave this one." So he just keep trading out cars. Just want to be. So I don't want to do that. But so we've been going a year. So we back on the way to Tallahassee to pick up some money. We get pulled over again. I'm on probation for the first one I took. The security in the front driving, and this other guy's in the front seat too, the flashy guy. Mm-hmm. I wasn't smoking because I was on probation. So when the van get pulled over, I'm back asleep. When it get pulled over, I don't think nothing of it. I'm like, they just stopping for something. They shuffling. And when I look up, a bag come and hit me on the chest. I don't think nothing. I just grab it and try to stuff it. By the time I'm doing this, the side door open it up. Hey, don't move. I'm like, my hand stopped like this. They pulled me out. We in Lake City. I don't know if you ever been in Lake City. They don't like us.
No,
they don't like black people at all. They don't like drug dealers. They don't like nothing. They tore the van apart. He went in my pants. He found it, got the weed, put me in the car. The security, he's like 7'2", 350 pounds. They tell him, get out the truck and sit in the grass. We're on the side of I-75. It's bushes and all that shit. Tell him sit on the grass. And if you run, you better run in the woods. He's sitting on the grass. They take him out and put him in the car with me. I'm in the car in the back seat with him, cussing him out, ready to fight him, but we in handcuffs, not knowing.
Oh, yeah. It's all being videotaped.
And recorded. So we watching them. We there for like 2 hours. They going all up under the van, looking up in the van. They got x-rays going around the tires, everything. Ain't nothing in there. Nothing in the van. But the weed that he threw on me, and there was another little small bag that was in a McDonald's bag that security had, but they gave it to the flashy guy because the flashy guy had been up there rolling the whole time and dropping crumbs all over his damn chest.
Is this enough for a trafficking charge or is this personal use?
They just personal use.
Right.
Just personal use charges. So this is my second one.
Yeah. But you're on probation.
I'm on probation for the first one.
Yeah.
For the first one that I took for Flashy.
Right.
Now Flashy throw another bag on me while I'm asleep.
Right.
So now I got 2 felonies. Oh, just go to the store. Pay attention. Just go to the store.
Yeah.
2 felonies.
No, I know where this is. I already know you're in trouble. You got
2
a problem.
weed felonies.
At least in the feds, you got a problem.
Yeah. So we go through this. Now I'm hot with him. I tell this. So I'm ready to fight.
Mhm.
They separate us when we get to the jail. I tell him, listen, because we talking through the rails. He like, man, I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm like, bro, listen, you threw weed on me, man. I took your first charge as a homeboy. That's it. I don't trust you, man.
Mhm.
Ever again, man. Just stay away from me. I said, I'm moving out. Just stay away from me. Because any other instance, it probably would have been way different. But this is somebody I know his mom. I know his sister. You know what I mean? Like, I know his people. So, man, just stay away from me. So, I bond out. He can't bond out. I bond out. I go back. I move out. I go to connect. Hey, man, listen. I can't deal with him no more. I don't trust him. This is what happened. So I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna go back 3 weeks prior to this happening. Remember, I told you we was running for a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks prior to this happening, a load came, and when the load came, he came to it. He was like, "Yo, they made a mistake." Like, what you mean they made a mistake? They bought like 3 of these in it. Like 3 of these.
Just powder.
Yeah.
Listen, they're trying to get you. You know, you gotta know that's
I'm
not
like,
a mistake. You didn't mistakenly.
3 of these. Like, no, bro, no. Cause so me and Flashy used to corner hustle back in the days, Cross Fletcher in Suitcase City. We opened that up, Cross Fletcher over there on 140th Dead End. We used to hustle on 140th Dead End all day.
You know where Leisurewood is? I owned like 28 pieces of 28 rental units on Leisurewood. On 140th and 30th Street and Fletcher and that whole. I used to own a bunch of properties over there.
Listen, man, the 140th Dead End used to be 60 guys on the dead end hustling.
Oh.
And everybody eating. That's how much Suitcase City used to come through that. Like, Suitcase City, like, they don't call it Suitcase City for nothing.
Listen, I haven't heard the term Suitcase City in 20 years, man. But you're right. You would see people walking with their drug addicts that were getting kicked out of their places or living out of their suitcase with the wheels.
With the wheels and everything. Suitcase City, man. That's what they call it. So we used to hustle back in the day. So when we turned from the white to the flower, we're like, we ain't going back. Because, you know, that stuff evil. You know what I mean? We ain't messing with that.
And people get serious time.
You get serious time at the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, we ain't messing with that. So when he bring these, we looking at the table like this. Me and him looking at each other like this. The main guy like that. I'm like, he like, nah. He like, what? I can't send him back.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I'm like, so what we supposed to do? He like, man, just get rid of him for me, man. I'm like, listen, we gonna do this, man, but that's it, man. So he take one, I take one. I said, whoever we just come back and just sell it. So I end up going to somebody that I know, and I told him about it. He got the one. He opened it up. He's like, damn, boy, you ain't got no more of these? I was like, nah, it may be like 1 or 2 left. But I don't know. I said, they just made a mistake. They're like, man, if y'all got 2 more of these, man, I'll take them. So I called the dude. Hey, man, you got yours? He was like, he sold his, but it was 1 more, so I sell him that one. So he calling. I'm like, no, ain't no more of that. Get a dude his money. Now, we fast forward back to this time, 3 weeks.
You get busted.
We get busted. I go to the guy.
The plug.
I go to the plug. I tell him, listen, man, I'm not dealing with bro no more. None of that. So he like, listen, just don't beef. He like, we can all still eat.
When I was locked up, I thought a lot about home-cooked meals. Now that I'm free, I try to enjoy them as much as I can. That's why I like HelloFresh. It makes cooking easy, even if you're busy. The meals are simple, they taste great, and they bring everyone to the table. They've got over 100 recipes every week from all over the world. Big portions too, so nobody leaves hungry. If you're trying to eat better, they've got more than 35 high-protein meals each week. They also use good ingredients, like seafood that's sourced the right way, and chicken with no antibiotics or hormones. And the quality, you can taste it. Now they've got more seafood, grass-fed steak, and fresh produce like pears, apples, and asparagus. Because when dinner tastes this good, nothing hits like home cooking. I use HelloFresh, and you should too. Go to HelloFresh.com/ITC10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free Zwilling knife, a $144.99 value on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
We can all still eat. Just don't beef. Beefing is bad for business. I was like, no, I'm not gonna beef. He just stay out my way and I stay out his way. I was like, we got separate people, so we ain't got to worry about that. So he was like, okay, well, I'll give you. He said, why don't you just? You did good with the white. Why you just don't do the white? I was like, the green. Give me the green. He was like, I can't do. I got to still deliver the 1,000. He was like, I'll break it up 5 and 5. I was like, cool, I'll take that. So he break it up, he do it like twice. And he like, Flashy saying he need more. I was like, well, then you need to up it.
Right.
And give him more. He was like, I said, man, my money coming on time every time. He was like, yeah, but man, won't you do the, he still keep talking about this white.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, man, fuck it. So I take 5 of the white. I called a dude that had been kept that I seen that time, and I go to him. I tell him I take 1. I'm like, man, it's like 4 more. He was like, man, listen, if you can get as many of these y'all got, like, bro, we can run this. So I'm not gonna open them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'd just rather take the $2,000 or 2,500 off each one. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. He was like, nah, man, you can make. He's like, we'll keep it at 3,500. He said, that way I can make some money. He said, if you bring it down to 25, I'll be blessed with that. I said, just give me 2,500 for each one. So it's like my price added on to the plug price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from $1,750, it go from $1,750, he said 18, 20, so it's like 19.
Right.
So you just give me 19. We running. I do them 5. Take them back. He's like, damn, man, you move this that fast? He's like, this is what you should have been doing. So I'm looking at them like, I don't know if you understand with the green, the profit margin off each pound, you making like 200 or 300.
Right.
Because I'm not breaking it down.
You're making a couple thousand on each one of these.
I'm making a couple thousand on
Right.
these. So I'm looking at this. Like I just sold these, and I'm looking at this 10 racks in my hand. Like, ain't that bulky?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say you're looking at the difference between this much and this much.
Yeah, versus a big old like all these big bells. I'm like, maybe I'll try this a little bit. So I taking the 5. He like, look, I'm gonna just give you the suitcase, man. It's like 45 more. They give me 45. I run them. It take me like.
Are you fronting all of these, or is this guy paying? He's paying for them.
He fronting them to me.
Yeah, he's front, and then you're getting the whole. You're not fronting them.
No.
Okay.
Ain't no fronting going on my end. No. I'm talking about they go. So we'll get into that because I broke my rule one time. So he bringing them. Boom. I'm bringing the money right back. Every 5 that because it's another guy that know that seen me with this guy, he come back. I know him from mutual friends, but we never dealt with each other. And he come, he like, man, listen, Buddy texting me. He like, Buddy got me at like 25 each one. He like, man, listen, if you could bring me down to, he said, if you bring me down to 20 or 21, he's like, man, I get 10 every time. He's like, I'll probably come see you like twice a week. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's 30 grand.
Boom. So this 50 is nothing. So I'm doing, they can't get them here fast enough. You know what I mean? Money looking good. So now I'm investing everything back into the blunt splitter.
Mm.
So I'm buying the big truck because I went to a couple of conferences and introducing the blunt splitter. I didn't have no jury on. And the guys was like, oh, whoever made this, let them give me a call and we could do business. I'm like, no, I'm the inventor. They're like, okay, well, I had a dude who over this give me a call. I'm like, well, damn. Like, I don't look like I don't. So I'm like, okay, well, let me fix this. I got the money now. So I go and get the big jury. All this, everything changed now. Everybody want to talk. Everybody want to do deals now. So now I'm still dealing with this.
And you have a patent by now? Have you got?
Yeah,
I got
a patent. Okay.
I
got a patent and everything. So I'm shipping them out. I'm buying what's the weed magazine? High Times.
High Times. Okay.
So I buy an ad in High Times. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, a couple $100. He's like, oh yeah, it's like $8,500 for a page. And I'm like, what? He's like, listen, get the page. I throw in this, I throw in that. Like, trust me, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be big. It's gonna move everywhere. I'm like, bro, you saying $8,500 for a page? Okay, let's try it. So I do that. So I'm kicking out funds everywhere. Now, as this going on, the guy that's the connect has a worker. And this worker, we've been always cool. He come to me like, yo, he not treat me right, man. He like, I'm not eating. He got me doing all this work, all that. I'm not eating. He was like, I can get the same thing he can get. So I'm like, okay. He's like, and I can give you a better price. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, shit, if you do that, then okay, I'll fuck with you. 3 weeks later, he called me. They here. He got 1,000 pounds. He got 100 keys.
Right.
So I'm like, so I slowly leave the main guy and start dealing with this guy, right? So the main guy still calling because he having problems with Flashy. Flashy is extremely flashy and is not giving him all his money. So a lot of times he calling me after that, and the 500 that he giving him, he calling me now and having to go and get 200 or 300 from him and asking me to run them for him. Like, yo, man, I got like 2 or 3. Can you run them for me? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, man, Flashy is just, he playing with my money, man. He got too much going on. I'm like, all right, I'll run it. But Flashy also told him that I was taking his customers too.
Okay.
So Flashy was trying to cause all kind of conflict because he know he really think I'm taking all the green, but I'm on this other side. He don't know that.
Right.
That's where all the money coming from, this other side. So
I hate losing my wallet. You check your pockets, the car, the counter, and for about 5 minutes, you're in full panic mode. wondering where it went. That's one of the reasons I like the Ridge wallet. Ridge makes sleek, durable wallets that keep everything tight and organized. No more bulky wallets stuffed with receipts and junk you never use. And now they've got something really smart. The Ridge Tracker Card. Using your wallet is the worst, but with the Ridge Tracker Card, you'll always know exactly where it is before panic mode kicks in. It slides right into your wallet like a credit card and connects to your phone so you can track it anytime. The wallet itself is made with premium materials like aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber. It has RFID blocking plates to prevent credit card scammers from stealing from you. It can hold up to 12 cards while staying super slim in your pocket. And Ridge stands behind their stuff. No matter what you pick, Ridge has free shipping, a 99-day risk-free trial, and a lifetime warranty on all of their products. So if you're still carrying one of those old bulky wallets, it might be time for an upgrade. Right now, Ridge is having their once-a-year anniversary sale, and you can get up to 40% off. Just go to ridge.com/Cox to check it out. That's ridge.com/Cox for up to 40% off.
As I deal with that, we fast forward to
You're slowly moving from one plug. You're trying to get away from one plug to move to the new plug.
To the new plug.
Right.
So I'm slowly moving away. But me and the first plug still cool. So he said, I'm like, man, look, I'm just going more into the music. I ain't really trying to deal with this no more. I got stuff going on. So he like, okay, man, I understand, man. He like, man, if you need me, to move a couple, I will. I say, but I'm trying to get out of that life.
Right.
Sorry,
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
At this point, are any of the guys, like the dealers, the guys that you're providing the product with, are any of them getting picked up, arrested? Like
nobody. We rolling.
Okay.
I'm talking about we rolling, like rolling. But this, when it comes to this part of the year, this last year, it's like leading up to it, it's like it was a whole bunch of signs.
Right.
It was a whole bunch of signs. A whole bunch of signs, bro. Like, I said I never break my rule of fronting.
Right.
So I had to go to, music was picking up, the blunt splitter picking up. So I'm moving around. I got a little production deal in Miami with Jim Johnson. I'm doing stuff with T-Pain and stuff like that. So I had to go to Miami to record. So I needed to leave something here. So my dude, supposed to be my right hand, I leave him with like 10. I go to Miami. Next morning he called, he like, yo man, he like, man, somebody broke in my house. I'm like, what? Like, man, they took everything, bro. I ain't got nothing. I'm like, what? Like, I ain't hearing nothing. All I'm thinking about is them 10. I can cover it. But I'm still thinking about the 10, because I don't want to have to cover that.
Mm-hmm.
So I come back to Tampa. I go and sit down with him. Like, man, he got everything. He trying to show me the house and all. I'm looking around. Yeah. I'm like, man, I need everything. I need your truck. I need your car. I need whatever you got. I need all that. I was like, so I'll be back. I leave, go and sit with them. He make the call, and we get on the phone. And I tell him what happened. I'm like, it's like 10. And they were like, well, do you have a problem? Do we need, like, we can send some people to deal with whatever.
Doesn't sound good.
Because it's like, because we've been running.
Yeah.
They don't want nobody to mess this up.
Yeah. No, they're very happy.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah. So he like, well, we'll just put an extra $2,000 on everything, and then until you pay it off. I was like, all right. But it was like, but if you need somebody, just let us know anytime.
Yeah, that's like almost $200,000 that you're into them for, like 170, right?
Yeah. So they do that. That's my one time I mess up. Now, this year, that's one thing that happened that year. Another thing that happened in that year is I go they have an Ozone Awards. This big magazine that's out of Orlando. They have Ozone Awards, and I'm getting presented an award. So I have to go to the Ozone Awards. Now remember, I was dealing with the plug helper, right? I'm dealing with the helper right now. So when I go to the Ozone Awards, I'm there, and this guy pulls up next to me at the bar, Spanish guy, and he was like, "You Tampa Tony?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I like your group, man, the Split Squad." I'm like, "Thank you, man." He's like, "Yeah, man, I got one of the CDs," and he's like, "Man, I wanted to talk to you." I'm like, "Talk to me about what? Like a feature?" He's like, "Nah, not no feature. Like some business." He was like, "I'm a driver." I'm like NASCAR?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're playing the. I'm just I'm
just a
just a rapper. I
Yeah,
don't know. No,
yeah.
What are you getting at?
We at the Ozone Awards.
Yeah.
This is
all random,
rapper.
super random for
This
this.
is-
Come on, man. Something's up.
I'm like, "You a driver? What you mean? Driver for what?" He's like I drive for the Cartel. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, why you telling me that? He's like, "I haven't been in your house." I'm like, "You been in my house?" I'm like, "Bro, you getting weird." He's like, "No. It's like nothing weird. It's like I've been in your house." It's like I'm the driver in the van.
Oh, okay. All right.
Remember I told you the van used to put the satellite. Like I'm the driver. I'm like, he's like, all your CDs when I pull in the garage, all your rap CDs right there to the right.
Yeah.
Like I took one. It's like I listened to it. He's like, "I like it. They sound good." He's like, "I just want to talk to you, man." I'm like, "Well, like where the fuck is this coming from?" Like,
I'm more like, where's it going? What do you want?
Yeah. So I'm like, he's like, "Can we talk somewhere?" Because they like, I don't want to like in the opening. So I'm like, okay. So we go to his room. I'm looking around the room. So I'm like, "What's up?" He like, "I'm a driver. I've been coming to your house for like over a year." He was like, "There's never been no problems. Everything always been cool." He was like, "I wanna come and do the same thing." He's like, "But I could bring way more." So I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean?" He's like, "You just have to come and meet. You have to come and meet to connect, like the big guy." I'm like, "I don't know nothing about that, man." He's like, "Listen, man." He's like, "I know it's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy." He was like, "But you have to understand when they find somebody that's loyal and pay on time, he like it's like gold." And he was like, "I feel like I can set you up way better than that." He's like, I want to move. I don't want to be a driver no more." He was like, "So the big man want me to step down and set up here." So I'm like, I said, "I got to think on it." I said, "That's a lot to take in right here at the Ozone Awards." So I thought about it, I waited around. I bumped into him again later. We talked. And he was like, I set the meeting up. So I'm like, "Oh, let's see, man." So one of my partners that was with me, he was there. And he was like, "T, I don't trust him. Like, I don't know, man." He was like, he say he know what is. He said if it was the police, he said you'll be locked up already. He said, think about it. Because he done been to your house.
Mhm.
He know what the CDs on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
He know about the van.
Yeah, to me, he could have been busted up 2 weeks ago, and he said, "Wait, I give you the biggest drug dealer in fucking Tampa. That's what you wire me up. I even know.
See?
I know who he is. I got a CD. I can approach him. I can."
See, that's the other part of me that I was going through. So this is what is going through my head like that. So I'm thinking, I'm like, man, fuck it, let's see. My other partner like, I'm going. I'm like, all right. Craziest thing, man. So we get on the phone. I buy a phone while we in Orlando, and 2 burner phones so we could communicate. Boom. He called me maybe like a week later. He's like, when can you come up here? I'm like, shit, whenever. So we go. Let me tell you, man. Listen, thinking about it, like crazy. Because I was never supposed to try that. Like, honestly, bro. Never. That was some. Because we could have been killed, bro. Nobody would never knew where we was at.
Mm-hmm.
I take that chance. We go up there. When we fly in,
When you say go up there, what do you mean? I was thinking
we
like,
fly.
We fly to Mexico?
We flew up north.
Okay.
But we flew up north. So when we get there, the guy that come with me is my partner, right? He don't mess with the white. He just mess with the green. So the whole time we going, this whole flight, bro, he keeps saying, yo, do you owe anybody? I was like, no, I don't owe nobody. He like, bro, please think. He like, think. Do you owe anybody? He's like, bro, I got some people that's in Cali, because this ain't that far from Cali. He like, I got some people in Cali that they can come up. He said, because we going up there barehanded. I'm like, bro, I'm to a point where if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. He like, bro, I'm with you.
Right.
He like, I'm with you. What you mean if it's going? I said, I don't owe nobody.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I don't owe nobody. I ain't did nothing. I said, I haven't did nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? So, for what? He like, man, I just want you to think, man. You know, you've been doing a lot of numbers. Just think. You could have like pissed somebody off. You ain't. I said, bro, I ain't pissed nobody off. I said, why would they? If I pissed them off, they wouldn't have me come up here. They would have just been sent somebody there and just did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, they don't need to fly you across the country.
Just to do that. So he was like, okay. So the guy pick us up from the airport. And we in the car. I'm in the front seat. The guy driving. When I tell you the dude, instead of knee in the back of my seat, like kneeing, like I can feel his knees doing this, his legs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. He is like shaking. So we pull up to a junkyard and it's closed. And he pulled to the side and he get out, he called. He like, yeah, they on their way. He said, so we gonna pull in, they for to open up the junkyard.
Where is it getting worse and worse?
Look, I look.
This isn't an apartment complex or something.
Yeah, no,
this is
a junkyard.
Super isolated.
I feel it.
You know what? Junkyard. I always think about the mob throwing a body in a trunk and then they crush the whole thing.
Yeah. So this was in his mind. So the door opened, the sliding gate opened. We pull in, and it's like a small little trailer. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go and sit in here, and they're gonna pull up. Boom. When he's sitting there, the dude, he go outside to talk. I have never seen nobody as scared as I seen. I looked in this man's eyes, and he was terrified. Like, so I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, you're making me scared. Like,
I'd never been there. I'll wait at the Dunkin' Donuts down the street for you, bro. I mean, I like you, but
he wanted to come, so
yeah,
here we go. So he like, bro, like I don't know, you know how serious this is we at right now. He like, but I'm gonna ask you again. I say, so it's too late. Just asking me. Why you gonna keep asking me? Like, bro, please. Do you owe anybody? Just think right now. He's like, cause I mean, he was like, I know we at a point right now where it's almost too late, but he say, we could think. We could come up with a plan. If you did, you know, we could put some money together and we could just have the money sent to him. It's like, just think, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't owe nobody. It's like, he's like, man, this is a bad idea.
Like, I do owe Carl 300 keys. He did say he was going to kill me. I didn't think about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm talking about, man. So look, the dude come back in. He like, yeah, they getting ready to pull up. So SUV pull up. Two guys get out. He like this my back is to the window and he's sitting this way. So he can see. So he like I'm like, what's wrong, bro? He like, I said, oh yeah, they pulled up. So I see the AKs. I'm like, oh, okay. Security. So he like, I'm like, bro, just calm down. So I guess the dude sensed it. He like, no, you good, man. You good, man. Everything cool. He like, we good, man. He like, this the big guy. Motherfucker look like a midget coming out the truck, bro. Little motherfucking midget, man. The little motherfucking midget coming out the truck, man. And he don't speak no English. So this dude translate, hey man, so tell him we can move. He just want to know what can you move? I was like, whatever y'all can bring. He was like, no, not whatever we can bring.
We can bring a lot. Yeah,
we can bring a lot. He said, listen, you don't bring no trouble to us, and we bring no trouble to you. He like, anything you get into trouble, he's like, you cut off connection with us, we cut off connection with you. I was like, yeah, never that. I was like, it's like, we could, whatever you want. Like, whatever you want. So they went to saying some other stuff, and I was like, oh, no. No. Her? No. I don't mess with her.
Right.
Yeah, that boy, no, I don't do that. He's like, yeah, but now you have us. You don't have to worry about nothing. I was like, no, that right there brings a lot of trouble.
Right.
A lot of trouble. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I bring a lot of trouble. I don't want no dealings with that. He was like, man, we got the best prices. I never dealt with that, so I never understood that. Until I got in, then I understood it. So we go through that. We there. He like, okay, guy gonna move down. It translating. We make it out. It's on and popping. While we were there, in this spot, after we left the junkyard, they wanted to go and hang out. And I was like, no, I can't go to Mexico because I'm on probation.
Right. They wanted to bring you to Mexico.
They wanted to bring me to Mexico to hang out.
But you thought you thought you're driving across the border?
Yeah, I'm like, we gonna just drive across the border. I'm like, I can't go to Mexico because I'm on probation. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was on probation for flashy.
Yeah.
Already. So I'm like, I can't go. So he was like, okay, we went to this house and we go in the house. So he was like, this is how we go to Mexico. So he moved the stove out of the way and it was like, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I'm not going down there. He was like, man,
there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel.
Yeah. I was like, bro, I'm not going down there. Fuck no. Hell no. They're like, bro, it's perfectly safe. I'm like, no.
It's not the tunnel you're worried about.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. No, I'm like, bro, when I come out on the other side,
yeah.
What if this bitch cave in? This the day. I'm up under that weak trap.
Yeah.
I don't want to die like that.
No. I wouldn't even be thinking. I wouldn't be worried about the tunnel. That's not my problem. Yeah. My problem is now I'm in Mexico. Nobody knows where I am.
That's what my homie kept. Man, we in Mexico. Nobody knows where we at.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
You know what? This is funny. It's the same. It reminds me of all the drug guys in prison.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be sitting around. They'd talk to me about my case, right? They'd be like, okay, so So you fucking went in the DMV and got a driver. You got a passport. You're telling me you're going in and out of the country. You went in the bank and gave him this, and that, man, weren't you fucking freaking out? Freaking out. You're going to drug dealers with guns. You guys are walking in with 20, 30,000, 50, 100,000 with guns. Like, and you think they're acting like you're like, I'm brave. I'm like, are you fucking serious? What I'm doing is a joke. What were they going to do? I'm going to get arrested to call the cops. I'm getting right out on bond. Yeah. Like I'm not.
You can get killed.
Yeah.
Chopped up in pieces and everything. No.
It was, but it's what you know.
Yeah.
And it's you become very, very comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Which is the problem too, especially when you get away with it. You keep getting more and more emboldened, and you get brazen.
Yep.
Before you know it, you're doing stuff that 2 years before you would have been like, I'll never do that. That's insanity. Yeah. And then you're doing it and you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's like it's nothing.
It's nothing.
I look back on the things I did now and I think if somebody said the same, hey, we could, I'd be like, no. No. I'm terrified. I can't be in front of a judge saying no.
Yeah, that's how I feel now. Like no. I ain't
patting people down before they get in my car.
I'm telling you, listen, don't get in here with that nonsense, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I drive there. So now this is coming. The guy that I was dealing with, he sent his cousin, so I'm dealing with him. He called me and he telling me we got a shipment coming in.
You're back in Tampa.
I'm back in Tampa.
Right.
So this is like a couple weeks go by, and he telling me we got a shipment coming in. So I was getting ready to go to Miami, so I wait around for the shipment. Then he called me back. He's like, yeah, okay, I can meet you right now. I'm like, all right, perfect. I said, you need to come now because I need to get to Miami. So when we meet up, I normally carry this thing called a spy catcher. It's like it detects bugs and all that. Because I had just seen somebody and I had it on me, but I was going into Sam's Club, and every time you wear it when you go into Sam's Club, it keep going off because of the sliding glass doors. I guess the radar or something. It keeps going off. So I put it up. So when he pull up and he was like, "Open your trunk." I was like, "Open my trunk." I was like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Open my trunk." But because we never dealt outside. You always bring it to my house.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm seeing you right now.
So he's thinking he's gonna load it in the parking lot?
Yeah, like I'm like, no, I'm just for to see you and you just take it to the house. Like you're not for to put nothing in my trunk.
Right.
So you're like, man, you tripping, man. So he hit the trunk. And he go in his trunk and pull out I said, yo, what he's like, man, it's the big guy. I'm like, so he throw me off when he said, I'm like, the big guy. So he taking the stuff and putting it in the trunk. I'm like, the big guy? What the fuck you mean, the big guy? So he like, yo, yeah, I'm the big guy, man. He's like, yeah, man, those things, they got good stamps on them. I'm like, what you said? He's like, yeah, they got good stamps on them. So I'm like, hold up. So I go up on my seat to get the spy catcher.
Right.
Bro, listen, I have never seen that many feds materialize out of nowhere. That many DA agents. It was like 30 or 40 of them. And I pay attention to everything, bro. Like everything. I did not see them at all.
Right.
Get down. Oh yeah, we got him. So when they going up under the seat, because they think I was going to grab a gun. But I was going to grab a spy catcher.
Okay.
So they draw down on me. Oh yeah, we got him. The guy saying, hey, he's not supposed to know it was me. You think they care about you, man? You think they really care about you? He's not supposed to know it was me. So they locked me up. On the way there, the agent like, hey, hold up, don't take him. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, listen, who your lawyer is? I was like, what? Why you need to know my lawyer? Because if I know your lawyer, you can just go right now. I just give you your 20 grand that you had in the car. You can just go right now and come see us Monday. Come see y'all Monday. Bro, listen, take me to fucking jail so I can burn out.
Yeah, well, you understand. He's thinking, keep you on the street. Nobody knows you've been arrested. It's isolated. You can move them up the chain. You move the one plug up a little bit, but he's hoping you can move them all, and you could move them all the way to the top.
No, this is the feds. They like, The feds they trying to get me to cooperate.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. You
Yes.
can move them. You can get the next guy in line.
Yes, but
That's
I'm not,
just because this guy got you.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows who got him? He may have just been pulled over, but he may have been the first in that chain. You're the second, but he's hoping you can get him all the way to Mexico.
So I'm like, bro, listen. So I'm like, man, take me in. So what had happened? What started the whole thing was this guy was sending money to sending like $1.1 million to Arizona to his father-in-law, his wife, dad.
Yeah, because he had gotten married. He had married into a family or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was sending that up there to them. But this was where he was getting everything from. So he was sending it up there. So as the truck driver was driving, he was going through Texas and he got pulled over. And they seen the money. So the truck driver automatically go to cooperating. The feds take the money from him in Texas, right? They let him drive to the big guy, and he go and say, "Yeah, I got pulled over in Texas, and they took the money." Now, this is what make me pissed off because, I'm like, he couldn't have been like a real valuable part of the cartel because that would have never happened. Like, because he tell the truck driver, okay, look, go back to Florida, go back to Tampa, to my son-in-law, and he gonna give you some more money. They just took $1.1 million from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You telling him, go back to Tampa and pick up some more money?
I mean, I hear you, but that's not to these guys.
That's what I'm like.
You know what I'm saying? And if they have proof, like typically they get pulled over and they actually will, like, you know, the car haulers. Mm-hmm. And I know you know all this, by the way, but I mean, a lot of times they move stuff in car haulers. They'll have maybe one or two of the cars will be filled with drugs. And then so they hire somebody, and then that guy gets pulled over, and they grab the two cars that they know because some informant told them, or maybe they just have dogs. They pull them off, and they'll actually give the truck driver a receipt. Sometimes he's not cooperating. He's saying, "Look, I'm an independent contractor. I was hired by a used car lot to move 8 cars. I didn't know that these 2 cars had. You take the cars. It has nothing to do with me." And they'll give them like a receipt. Because here's the thing. If they show up and don't have the cars and they say, yeah, those cars were taken by, I have nothing, he could end up dead. So they'll typically give him a receipt and a business card. And the cartel will actually, if you showed up with that receipt and gave it to them, they'll actually take it. Now you owe them. You owe them for the shit, but you're going to be okay. We're going to let you work it off.
Yeah.
If that happens twice,
that's your ass.
You and maybe some of your family members might have a problem. But so I could see them saying, like, if he showed up and said, look, this is what happened. Here's what happened. I could see them saying, okay, well, that's just business as usual. Yeah. You'll work it off. Go back, grab some. They might think that. Now, I don't know the situation, but I'm saying I've heard that before.
Okay. So and that was so crazy. So they send him back. Yeah. So he come back. So the guy called me like, yo, I need like 300 grand. I'm like, for what? He was like, because we got another shipment coming in and we're a little short. I'm a little short. So I'm like, all right. So I see what I got on hand. So I take him like 220. He get him the money, but the guy was fond of the music and everything that I was doing. So he would ask me for like t-shirts because I had like shoes, t-shirt, bobblehead dolls. I went all out with the splitter. So he would ask me for like little paraphernalia, so I gave it to him. So in this bundle, he didn't have no money, no other way. So he used shoe boxes that I had with the splitter. I had splitter shoes. Mm-hmm. He used the splitter shoe boxes to put the money in and send it back to the main guy.
All right. So that kind of links you into it, right?
Yeah. So they still don't know nothing about me. They just think, oh, he just used a regular shoebox. Boom. So he go back up. He get the money to the main guy. The main guy tell him, look, I'm gonna go to Mexico, and I'm gonna get like 20 more bricks. and I'm gonna bring them back. I'm gonna give them to you, and you take them back to Florida. So he like, okay, but the whole time he wired up. So he wait, and then like another day he call him, like I'm back. He give him 20 bricks to bring down to Florida. So
For you.
for me. So he but it's for his son-in-law, because he don't know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just know his son. So so he's like he taking them down now. So the feds take the bricks, wrap up sheetrock like the bricks, put them in the truck, and tell the truck driver to drive back the same route like he doing it, and they fly down with the bricks, I guess, for the bus. So when they come down, they hit him and the father-in-law at the same time. Boom, they get them. So he automatically turn on me.
Mm-hmm.
And he set me up. See, well, yeah, the guy. He set me up. Now, I'm getting pulled, like, so this is the whole setup. It go down, they drawing down, hey, you'll never rap again. They giving each other high five. Yeah, you'll never see the outside again. So boom.
How old were you at this time?
I was 28.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 28. So now I'm going through this process in jail.
So you're in the U.S. Marshals holdover in Tampa?
Yep. In Tampa.
Okay. And
then
they no bond?
No bond.
No bond.
No bond. So at first.
Okay.
So the lawyer was like, listen, got a lot of community ties. He was like, somebody heard about the case, but he wouldn't tell me who it was. And they kind of like, they're going to speak up for you for a bond because they don't feel you had nothing to do with it. Because remember, nobody never knew that I was doing anything. They just knew I did music. I was popular in music, and I was fun in my music, and I did music, and I had an invention, and I did a lot of promotion for it.
Yeah, I need to know who wants me out.
Yeah.
I'd be concerned. That would concern me. You might be safer in jail.
Yeah, but the way the lawyer was speaking, it was like somebody that was like a public figure or something that was like. So he was like, they called in a favor. So he was like, I can get you out, but you got to put collateral up. So we put a couple houses up, like my ex-wife. We put this up, put that up. So I was able to get out.
Is it a paid lawyer?
Paid lawyer.
Okay.
Paid lawyer. So now he asking me like, so how you want me to fight the case? So he's like, man, listen, they want you to tell, because this guy has went back and said the numbers that y'all have done.
Yeah, it's outrageous. And it's ghost dope. They didn't see it. They don't need to see it.
They don't need to see it, but because he was like, they're not even concerned with the 20 that's right here.
Yeah,
they talking about what he has in his journal, and it's a lot of different names in his journal, but your name is like all leads back to you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's like, so how are we supposed to fight this? And he was like, they want you to tell, and if you don't tell, they're gonna give you life. I'm like, what, like 25 years? I'm like, life? Why would they give me life? I said, I ain't never been to prison. So why would they give me life? I ain't killed nobody. He's like, listen, they gonna give. I said, well, I didn't know that he put the suitcases in there. I don't know what was in there. I said, I was getting. I'm known to be the man. I said, I didn't know nothing about that. He's like, so you want me to argue that you didn't know about one drug, but I say, you fucking right.
Yeah, I'd rather get sentenced.
I'd rather get sentenced with weed, than versus. So I tell him that. So now my charges said conspiracy to 5 or more kilos. Those are my and possession with intent to sell 5 or more kilos. That was my 2 charges, 2 counts. I tell him that, right, that we're gonna argue the weed. 2 days later, I got another superseding indictment. I got a 100 kilos of marijuana charge now. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
We're supposed to be swapping out weed for powder.
Yeah.
Not adding weed.
Now I got another count. My third count is 100 kilos of marijuana. I'm like, what is? He like, man, listen, they is out to make an example of you if you don't tell. I say, bro, listen, I don't know nothing. I have no idea about nothing.
Listen. I don't know these people.
I don't know.
No, I don't mean. I'm saying it's Juan and Fernando.
So nobody so I go to trial. I go to trial.
Is your lawyer? Isn't he? I mean, he's not. Is he explaining the seriousness of the issue here?
But this is where it gets serious, because he say, okay, you want to go to trial. I say, so listen, what is the difference if I don't tell and I sign a plea and they give me life? I said, can they give me life if I sign the plea? He was like, yeah. I say, so if I don't fucking tell, they gonna give me life regardless. I say, if I sign a plea or not. I say, just because I signed a plea to 10 years, if I'm not telling, I'm gonna be stuck with that motherfucker.
Yeah, but if you cooperate, you might end up with 5 years.
Yeah, so I'm like over here.
And that's if the cooperation goes well. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna go well. You might get nothing. You might saying something don't necessarily mean you're gonna get anything.
See what I'm saying? So
and now you're going to prison as a snitch.
You see what I'm saying? So now I'm like, bro, listen, we going to trial.
And you didn't really say it. I don't know exactly what you said, but based on what you said right now, it doesn't sound like you really said anything when he's the one saying, no, this is that from the big guy. Then you're like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? Like, what here? No, we ain't gonna follow me back. He sounds like he's the one doing all the
and this so-called big guy wasn't the so-called big guy, he was an agent.
Oh, right.
He was doing all the talking. So I'm like, I never said nothing to him.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, I never said nothing to this dude. He like, bro, listen.
In the state that might work.
Yeah.
Right.
But not in the feds.
Not in the feds.
He like, bro, listen, in the feds, they're gonna try to. So he was like, your best bet. This is why I wanted to get you out, because he was like, if you was in and you was going to trial, you will have 4,000 co-defendants. He said, right now you only got 2 co-defendants. He said, but in there, he's like, I keep seeing it. He said, so that's why it was important for you to get out and go to trial from out here. He said, because your case is already big enough in the city, and a lot of people know about it because it was in all the magazines and all that. He was like, so if you stay in, he say, those guys are gonna jump on your case.
Right. The other inmates. You're saying the other inmates that are sitting there would be like your cellie, the guys you're playing cards with. Yeah. Because they know enough just from reading.
Piece, and they just gonna piece. He's like, they're gonna just piece everything together. He was like, so I'd rather for you to be out. He's like, it don't even matter if you don't know him. He said, I just keep seeing it over and over again. So I was like, okay, cool. So I fight it from out here. I lose. I get a life sentence.
How long was the trial?
Trial was a week.
And how many? I mean, so you got the main guy. Are there other people that it's one guy?
Just the one guy. The one guy. He come and he get on stand and and it's so crazy because he get on stand and they asking him questions and my lawyer asked him, so you doing this to cooperate for a lesser sentence? Do you know anything else to do outside of selling drugs? He was like, no. So you saying, so when you get out, you gonna go right back again? He was like, this is all I know. So he like, so you coming to testify to get out early. You the main supplier. You coming to testify to get out early to go back and sell drugs again. You're like, this is a part of the law I don't agree. So they, objection, Your Honor, objection. So he come and he tell on trial, he gets 3 years, 3.5 years, 3.5 years. The father-in-law
with me.
Yep, the father-in-law get the father-in-law get 15 years because he just signed an open plea.
Yeah.
He get 15 years. So now, this is another whole nother world I'm going into now because now I don't really understand because now I got a life sentence. But when I go to sentencing, they give me the life sentence, so I'm not like.
But the life sentence is based on the fact that you already have, 2 drug charges, right?
Those 2 weed priors.
Yeah.
Those 2 weed
2
priors
probationary that were they were probationary weed.
Mm-hmm.
They just had they were felonies, but for weed, which you can now get with a medical card.
Yep.
Or in a lot of states you can just walk into a store and buy it.
Walk in the store and buy it.
And so because of that enhanced. Had you not had those 2,
they couldn't give me no more than 15 years.
Right.
12 years. Okay. I should go out to 12 years.
Yeah.
So with the enhancement, that's what they gave me the 851 enhancement.
Yeah.
So the 851 enhancement, well, 1 prior gives you 20 years, with 2 priors give you life. I'm like, what the fuck? I say, bro, you telling me they use 2 weed priors? I was like, bro, 2 weed priors to give me life? I was like, man, this is ridiculous, man. I'm going to fight. So I went in. So now, going through this is the part that is like crazy because when I come back from sentencing, I'm like numb. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I just got a life sentence, man. So the guys, I get back to Orion Road, the guys like, yo, man, what they gave you? I'm like, they gave me an elbow. They're like, oh, fuck. So, they get on the phone, man, Tampa Tony got an elbow. Then 15 minutes later, the officer like, hey, yo, pack it up. Oh, pack it up. I'm like, pack it up? What's going on? He's like, you going to the shoe? I'm like, I'm going to the shoe for what?
You got a life sentence.
He's like, you got a life sentence, so we don't want to make sure you don't harm nobody or nobody harm you. I say, man, you think I'm going to go crazy in this motherfucker?
Or maybe you harm yourself.
Yeah, but you putting me in the hole.
I
mean, what better way to hurt yourself?
Right. Yeah, but
after a fresh, not even 3 hours, I'm in a cell by myself.
Well, it's like the guys that are, I don't want to say it. Can I say it? Suicidal? Mm. Yeah. Guys that are suicidal. Yeah. Like, guys are suicidal. And then they put them in the turtle suit and put them in a room with nothing in it but a concrete bench. It's like, if you didn't want to harm
yourself, you want to kill yourself now.
Right. Now exactly. You thought you wanted to before.
So I'm in this, I'm like, oh my God, you only come out for an hour.
Yeah.
And that's to use the phone and take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Something like. So I'm back there. I was there for maybe like 5 days. But I'm still like, it still ain't sinking in. I'm like, damn, man, I don't know what the fuck I done did, man. It's like, in all honesty, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with it, even with a lot of people. Like, with that elbow on your back, that's a heavy, heavy motherfucker, man. That's a heavy motherfucker.
Oh, bro, I'll tell you, when I got sentenced, I cried like a fucking small child. You've never seen me, but I was inconsolable.
That's a heavy motherfucker, bro. That's a heavy motherfucker. I wore that bitch for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years I wore it.
I get it.
Yeah, man. 10 years I wore it.
Listen, by the time I finally got back to the unit,
mm-hmm.
I was okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing the deep breathing. I get back to the unit.
Yeah.
And they just unlocked me, and I turned around. These are the guys that I've been with for the past almost 8 months to a year, right?
Yeah.
Because I had 2 different units or 2 different places. But so as soon as they unhooked me, and I turned around and looked up, and you got 100 fucking guys because it had been on the news.
Oh yeah.
They're staring at me, and so I looked up. Boom, waterworks all over again. Straight back to went right back to my cell, and then it's even worse because these guys are coming for the next 2 hours.
They're like
5 minutes.
Every okay, you all good, man. You good, man.
You're gonna be okay, bro. I know you. You're gonna be good. And every time, and I know they mean well, but it just was overwhelming because
it's very, very, very overwhelming, man. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Mm.
So then now it's preparation for like, cause I don't understand. Never been to prison. So I'm like, damn, so what I'm gonna do now? You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, cause you got guys in there, they saying, oh man, oh you going to the pen. I'm like, the pen? Like the penitentiary? I ain't never been in trouble.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to get the word on the penitentiary. Like, what's up with the penitentiary? The guy's like, bro, listen, when you get there, man, make sure you get your knife. They rocking, bro. I'm like, what? What you mean, a knife? I need to go. Hold up. What do you mean? I'm not going to no penitentiary, man. I ain't never been in trouble.
It's not
I said, I got
it's the
2
life
weed
sentence.
priors.
You got a life sentence.
They're like, bro, you have a life sentence. They sending you to the max.
You got to work your way down.
Yep. And I'm like, so.
And you went to trial.
And I went to trial.
Yeah.
So another guy come in. He in the pen, but he coming back for the crack law. So it's a guy that I know from the streets. So he like, damn, T, I heard, bro. He be like, man, listen, you know you going to the pen, right? I'm like, boy, they keep telling me that, man. I say, what he like, bro, listen, you gonna be good, T. He said, your paperwork clean. He's like, you gonna be good. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I said, you ain't got nothing to worry. I said, man, I got a fucking life sentence. And you telling me I'm going somewhere, I need 2 knives, I need a knife to carry on me, and I need a knife to inside the unit. I'm like, bro. So I accept it. Like, I'm trying to get my mindset ready. So the prosecutor, being so nasty because I wouldn't tell, give me diesel therapy. You know what diesel therapy is?
Yeah. So you didn't just, like, the closest pen is right up the street, and there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room.
Plenty of room. I end up in McQuarrie, Kentucky. Pine Knot, Kentucky.
How long does it take for you to get there?
It take 3 months.
3 months. So they're sending you here 3 days, here 2 days, here a week. Like they do. It's not like you go from here. It's here, like all over the country.
Look what they was doing to me. They was waking me up in the morning at 6 to go to the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the courthouse. I sit there from 6 to fucking 6 in the evening, and then they'll take me back to the fucking county jail.
Right.
I did that for a whole week. I'm like, bro, why are y'all taking me? Like, why are y'all waking me up to go to?
I don't have court.
I don't have court.
What
I'm already sentencing.
People don't also understand is because, is that getting moved, anytime you're moved, it's extremely uncomfortable. Like, and people don't understand how uncomfortable you're locked up with. You got shackles on. You got the waist chain. You might have a box.
I got the black box because I got a life sentence.
You got a box, so your hands are like this, and you're getting cut into your hands. And then you're trying to eat your fucking sandwich.
You can't piss. You can't shit.
And you're freezing. The buses are freezing. Like I always managed to get stuck right next to the fucking window so that my shoulder is almost frozen. And you're there for, it's uncomfortable. It's just pure anxiety and stress. And so and getting in and out, like it sounds petty to people who are like, oh, it's a big deal. No, you don't understand.
You don't understand.
Yeah,
you have no idea that your ankles are swelling because of it keeps going up and down. The cuffs keep going up and down. You got to scoot around. So I'm getting up every morning for this, sitting there freezing in the morning, waiting on them to load up the bus. They load up the bus. I go down. They unload the bus. I sit in a holding cell at the courthouse all day just to come back to the county jail.
Right.
So they do that for a whole week. Then they finally start moving me. So then I start going to, like, they'll take me to the courthouse, and then I leave from that courthouse and go to somewhere in Seminole. Then Seminole wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to Orlando courthouse. They did me like twice. Then I went to Jacksonville. Then they brought me back to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was like, so when I'm going in these little counties, I'm getting up so late, I can't even use the phone. So like my family, like they don't even know where I'm at. So I'm like, I can't even call home, man. So I'm trying to get people to like to call, hey man, how your people call and just tell my people like I'm okay. You know what I mean? So I'm just moving. So I finally get to Kentucky. So now I'm coming out. You know, when you come out, I don't know if you ever been to the pen. No, you. So
well,
look.
I was in the pen for a day in the shoe.
Oh,
in the shoe.
Yeah.
And also when we went to Coleman, the first place they pull up is the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I was going to, and I remember thinking the whole time, I'm cuffed.
Yeah.
Guys are like, yeah, we're going to drop the pen guys off. And they pull in the pen,
So
and they start
don't call my name.
They start calling, and I remember thinking, they say my name, I'm telling every CO on my way out of the bus and into the thing, like, I want to go to the shoe. I want to go to the shoe. I want to go to the shoe. Like, I am not prepared to be in this motherfucking place. Like, I am not pin material. And even when I went to the shoe, the one time I got to the shoe and our shoe was being worked on, so they
send you to the
pin shoe. To the pin shoe. So I went there for a day. And when I went in and they were stripping me out and everything, you know, they're stripping you out and everything. And I'm putting my clothes on. The CO, I said, listen, bro, I said, you can't put me in with one of these guys. And he starts laughing. He goes, look, Cox, I know. We'll go, I'm going to put you by yourself. I'm going to get you some books. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But I mean, he must have looked at my face like I was like,
oh, hell no.
And he's looking at me too. You know, you walk by those guys, you got guys completely tatted and you can look at them and know, they might not even do anything, but you can look at their bodies, the tension, and you're like, this is a dangerous motherfucker.
Yeah, he off. He ain't
And they're not, it's not like there's 3 out of 80.
There's a lot of them.
All of them look like that.
So that's where I had to live at.
Nah, fuck that.
So I'm talking about, then like, so look, when you come out from the pen, when you come out, you come out of R&D with your bags, they let you out doing lunch. So everybody is on the yard. So now you like cattle. All the inmates coming around, they playing handball, basketball, whatever. When they see them doors open and the people come out with R&D, the whole yard moves to the gate. And they ask, hey, who you with? Mm-hmm. Where you from? Who you with? Where you from? So then, you know, the Mexican guys and the Spanish guys, they have to go and they have to take their shirt off because, you know, they got to show their tats. Like in the pen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got to take their shirts off.
We don't get a lot of pen guys here.
Yo, yeah, they don't even play. Like, bro, like, because when I was at Macquarie, it was a Texas syndicate yard. So it was some other, they couldn't be on the same yard at the same time. So they just let them, like the Mexican Mafia and the Texas syndicate couldn't be on the same yard. So they would not let them on the yard.
So they tell them take your shit off.
So you got to take your shirt off. Yeah, so you got to take your shirt off.
Pretend.
You can't pretend. Oh yeah, I'm a Mexican Mafia. I'm the TS. No, you got to take your shirt off. They want to see your tats. So they showing that. You know, the other cars. They're like, hey. So in R&D, they ask, well, who are you with? I'm like, I ain't with nobody. What you mean? Where you from? I'm from Florida. Oh, you with a Florida car? Florida car? What the fuck is a car? What do you mean? You with the Florida car? I'm not in the game. You with the Florida car.
Yeah.
What does a car mean, sir? A car means you with them. So you saying I'm in a game? He like, no, it's not a game.
Kinda. It's kind of not really. It's not, but yeah.
But it is.
That's your clique. That's who you need to associate with.
But that's how they organize it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay. You go out there, hey man, you from Florida, hey man, you know you need to get the paperwork. Pen, hey, you got a week to get your paperwork in.
Right.
I'm like, paperwork? What you mean? You need to get your docket sheet so we can see any Rule 35s, any 5K1s, anything you cooperated, all that.
Well, you should have been. You were probably in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Like any one of them could call home.
So the guy's like, oh man, we got Ozone book right here with him in there. He all right.
Yeah.
They're like, okay. So I come on the yard. Guy tell me, okay, this how I run, bro. He give me a list from the store. I'm like, it's like a $20 list. I'm like, what this for? He was like, that's what you need to get the homie, because the homie gonna come and set you up. I say, set me up? I said, bro, listen, I ain't never been in prison or jail before. I've been in jail, but I ain't never been in prison before. I don't know what that mean. What you mean set me up? Set me up with what? Well, that's the homie they work for maintenance. So he gonna come in and cut you out a spot in the back of your locker to put your knife in, and he gonna make you a knife, and he gonna give you a floater. I'm like, a floater? What is a floater? He said, like a knife that you can keep on you that's not metal, that the COs won't catch. I'm like, what I need that for, bro? He like, listen, they not fighting here, bro.
Yeah.
He like, they not fighting. He like, they gonna stab you, hit you with locks or whatever, so you need to be prepared. I'm trying to take all this shit, and I'm like, bro, all right, I get the list. I get the list. I get the list. I give him the items. Dude come over from facilities. Come to my room. Oh, yeah, I'm here to fix the light and such and such. He come up. He like, yo, you gonna be making wine in here? I making wine. He like, cause I could run you a plug right out of there. You can hook up, or you gonna get a phone. I can run you a plug out so you can. I'm like, bro, I don't know nothing about none of that. You ain't gotta do nothing. He's like, well, I'm gonna still be stuck behind your locker so you can just reach behind there and just pull your knife out. He said the COs won't be able to get it. As long as you pay attention to how I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I'm like, then he bring out this big piece of plexiglass. He was like, okay, this can make two. Say so. He cut it, and both ends were sharp. Boom, he cut it. He wrapped it up like, this your floater. He gave me all my pants. Like, here go all your khakis. He said, I already cut holes in the sides of them so you can slide your.
Are you thinking, like, what have I got myself into?
I'm like, bro, what is going on, man? I'm like, man, I ain't signed up for this. So now, people always be talking like, oh, man, I kept it gangster and this and that. Listen, man, it was points in my life in there I felt like, damn, maybe I should have just told. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like that. Just keeping it real.
No,
some people are like, oh, man, I kept it 100, man. I wouldn't, man. Listen,
I always said, and
listen.
the pins
it was
are,
some. Listen, it was
filled with those guys.
Yeah.
Guys doing life sentences who want to keep it real. Okay,
want to keep it real.
You.
Yeah. So you look around there, you see all these guys, and you're like, damn, this is crazy. So I go in the yard. When we go in the yard, they like, look, Florida, we only got like 20 people. Like, I call small. That was like, so we gonna partner with Georgia. So we need to make sure everybody in Florida always scrap when we come out on the yard. So our table, we had a table on the yard. So the guy like telling us, okay, see that little part right there in the grass? I'm looking like, nothing. You're like, yeah, right there by that grass right there. That's a knife right there. There's a knife right there. Knife right there. He's showing me where all the knives at. I'm like, I don't see no knife. So he like, you don't see the knife right there? He like, look, I'm gonna show you. So he ease over there. He pull out. I'm like, what the fuck? Where you get that from, man? He like, that's for us. Anytime, in the four corners. I'm like, bro, y'all took y'all time to measure out four corners of the table, and you know exactly what is not. I say, bro, you can't see nothing. I don't. You couldn't see. They got knives around all the tables. So we sitting at the table, and all of a sudden, I see some guys like, they're like, oh yeah, it's going down. They cleaning it. The Mexicans, they cleaning their car. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, they cleaning the car. I said, what you mean by that? I see them like they jumping on it, like jumping the guy, but they doing like this. So I'm like, I said, they playing, bro. He like, no, they ain't. He like, they putting that work in. I said, bro, they hitting him like this. He said, yeah, because they stabbing him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking, like 5 guys on one guy. He come across leaking. Neck, he holding his neck like this. Soon as he let his neck go, this blood just squirting out. He can't even make it all the way across. He just fall on the land. And so they hit the deuces. keys running, the hit drop the bombs. Boom, all inmates on the ground. I'm sitting there watching this man, because he about from here to the door. I'm sitting there watching him just bleed out. Bleed out. They come get him, scoop him up, take him. And at that point right there, I was like, listen. I'm like, I ain't going out like that. I'm like, I'm gonna protect myself at all costs. If I have to, I ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? Like, you get to a point when you see that and see that the violence, bro, it's like, I don't had a lot of fights in my life. But like, to see like the hand-to-hand combat with like knives and like, I seen people get slaughtered. You know, you can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like, you just see that shit like firsthand. You're like, bro, it's just, it twirls your mentality to feel like either you gonna get crushed or you gonna be the crusher. And that's what kind of like, it kind of like took me to that part. Like, listen, I ain't playing. I'm whoever, I'm stabbing. Like, I am not messing with nobody. I don't owe nobody. I ain't gonna borrow from nobody. But if you mess with, I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah, most people are bringing it on themselves, right?
Yeah.
Like most people, it's just not a randomly. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but randomly.
No, it don't
people
happen.
aren't-
No,
What would upset me? You did something.
you did something.
you-
You owe somebody, or you are with the clique, and somebody in that clique did something, and now you got to back him up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of that stuff at the pen was like. It was like dudes gambling, holding stamps for it was a dude, man, he wanted to stab a dude for one stamp. He wanted to kill a dude for one stamp. And what's so bad about it, they not even new stamps.
Right.
They already been stamped, bro. They been stamped. The railroad, they take fucking acetone and wash the black ink off them, put them back on a little piece of paper with some glue, and put them in a bunch and use them as stamps. You got people that just manufacturing stamps, because stamps is the currency on the yard. Seeing that is like, it's like crazy, man. In the gambling, so in Kentucky, I'm there for like 3 years, trying to get back home. Like asking, hey man, if I do good, no bad conduct, can y'all send me to Coleman? They're like, we can't promise you that. Ain't no room at Coleman. Okay. So it get really, really bad at McQuarrie. Like so bad that all the units are locked down. Like this is how the whole compound run now. All the units locked down. You only go to the yard with your unit. You can't go to the yard with no other unit. You only go to the yard with your unit. You only go to the cafeteria to eat with your unit.
Right.
So it's like, that's how bad it got, because it was so bad. So I know understand that in D.C., Washington, they don't have state prisons.
Yeah. So you got guys in there for stealing hubcaps. You got federal guys there for doing just like
B&Es.
He got a person.
He got 10 breaking and enterings, and they put him in the feds.
Right.
And he was a meth head, or what they call a little wet cigarette. They was on the wet cigarette. You got people like that in there. So you got all these people in DC. So it's a lot of DC in there. And they like hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
They like hyenas, bro. Like, DC is like, in the feds, it's like the worst hated name, man, in the feds. Cause they got so many numbers, and they is wild and shit. They cool dudes. They just like, we get into a riot. I've been trying to move. I was at Kentucky for 3 years. Could never move. We get into a riot in the unit, Florida against DC. I get stabbed. I stabbed 2 of their dudes. And while we in the hole, the big guy that was with us, he jumped over the rail. He jumped off the top tier on the ground and run in the shower and close the shower. from the smallest little dude with a knife. We get in the hole. I'm in the shoe for 8 months. I'm living in the shoe for 8 months. I don't know if people really understand what the shoe is, but the shoe is a toilet sink combo. A shower and a metal bunk bed. And I had to live in this for 6 months with an individual. We go out to a dog kennel for an hour. You know.
Mm-hmm.
To a dog kennel for an hour, supposed to be an outside wreck. So I'm in the hole for 6 to 8 months, man, living like this. And they finally send me to Coleman. I'm like, man, I said, if I'd have known that, I would have been gotten some shit. But they were going to send me to Coleman like that. So I go to Coleman. Now, Coleman is a whole, because now, I don't know, you understand the severity of when you away, how the organization of the pen is. They like very organized. Like everything is like,
you mean
politics,
the inmates? Inmates organize themselves, yeah.
Yeah, everything is like completely organized. So you go from that in the pen in Kentucky, and I come to Coleman, where it's so much Florida here that we separate from each other.
Okay. So you got like the Miami car, the Tampa car, the Jacksonville car.
So I'm like, I'm not used to this. I'm like, bro, what do y'all got going on? Like, all this Florida. Oh no, man. We got all the different sets of cars and this. I'm like, bro, you got the Miami car, you got the Jackson. I'm like, bro, this is like weird. But it was like, we stayed beefing with each other. We get there, we beefing with each other. Now, when I get to Coleman, while I'm in Macquarie, a guy that I knew from the streets, he come in from the state prison, and he like, T, I'm gonna get the life sentence off you. I'm like, how? Like, we gonna go and we gonna fight. I'm like, all right.
Did you ever file for an appeal?
I filed for an appeal, shot down.
Okay.
So he telling me, oh, when we gonna fight? Like, man, I was in state. I was a state
jailhouse lawyer. Listen,
like,
which honestly, I don't know how yours worked out, but the best legal work I've ever gotten were from guys that were locked up in prison.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the money for them.
It's the knowledge.
It's they want to win the case.
So they go to the extreme. So he telling me like, yo, man, I'm gonna help you. He like, you just gotta come to the law library every day. Cool, I'm there every day. So I'm with him. They have this habeas corpus in Florida where it's like a belated 3850, and some law passed where you can go and file a belated 3850. So we put it together and we filed a 3850 on one of the charges I had. Right? We put this thing together. So they let us in. I'm like, damn. He's like, man, if I can get one of the priors off, they got to resentence you, bring it down to 20 years. Like, shit, that's better than life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's go.
Something to live for.
Something to live for.
Yeah. So how long have you been locked up at this point?
At this point, I'm down like 3.5 years.
Okay.
So I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay, well, so we working. So now they allow us in, and now I get into this riot, and I'm in the shoe.
Okay.
And he there on the yard. So it's hard for me to send paperwork back and forth. So boom, I get to Coleman. When I get to Coleman like, the state want to bring me in for the hearing. Like
the state or the Fed?
The state. They want to take me out.
I'm sorry. The state. You're trying to get the state charge off.
Oh,
you. Sorry.
Yeah. So they want to bring me to court.
Yeah.
The warden of Coleman saying no. He not letting him out of custody. They're like, well, he in Florida.
Right.
He's trying to fight a case so he can get out of. They're like, no, I'm not acknowledging that. No, you just do it telephonically. Boom. So that's shot down. So I'm like, man, they ain't gonna never get out of this motherfucker, man. So I'm fighting. And then all of a sudden, they start talking about the clemency. So they asked a couple of us. We file. They bring some lawyers in. The lawyers picked a couple ones that's nonviolent drug offenders, and we put the clemency in. So while I'm putting the clemency in,
and this is under Obama.
This is under Obama. So while I put the clemency in, the state come and tell my we gonna vacate the prior. So I'm like, oh shit.
You have to be, yeah. That's
you got to be.
The only reason he got the life sentence is because of the 2 priors. If one of the priors is gone, you can't even give me a life sentence.
You can't give me a life sentence.
The max they could give you is what, 20?
12 years.
Oh, 12?
Yeah. See, 20, like with the enhancement, with 1 prior, you get 20. With 2 priors, you get life. So when Obama was in, remember he said for nonviolent drug offenders, we're not using the 851 enhancement no more. So don't get them that.
Right. Okay.
So,
but it doesn't apply unless you get back to court. You have to get yourself. People don't realize.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they changed law. Oh, they'll let you out.
No. You got to get back in the court, right. And there's procedures to get you back in the court,
right. Which don't apply to everybody. Some people you're stuck.
You stuck.
Yeah, but the new law doesn't matter.
You're doing life. Yep, you're doing life. And so I'm like, man, that apply to me. I'm like, man. So they got to re-sentence me. So I put it in. Now, the 2255. I got to file a 2255 in order to let them know that, hey, man, this prior that y'all used against me is illegal now because now it's off my case. They vacated it. The prosecutor's so nasty, bro. Wanted me still. This fucking 10 years later. This going on. 10 years later. She say, I'm not bringing them back for resentencing. So the lawyer I had, Mark O'Brien, he was like, why you wouldn't bring him back for resentencing? Why? She was like, for what? He was like, Obama passed a new law that you can't give nobody 851 enhancement. And he say, and up under this, you have to bring it back for resentencing because the 851 don't apply to him. So you can't use that no more.
Right.
She was like, oh no, I use case law. 2 days later, she already done put it in. Changed me to 20 years. Just like that, wouldn't bring me in. So now I'm at 20.
And the judge signed off on 20?
Judge signed off on 20 years, bro. Motherfucker wouldn't let me come back. Because now if you bring me back, I done did like 10.
Mm-hmm.
So if you bring me back, you can't give me the 851 enhancement. So that's like, I'm like immediate release.
Yeah.
No. She knew that. So she go on the docket and change it.
Is this your buddy still doing it, or now they've appointed you a lawyer?
They appointed. So my buddy was doing it, but they appointed me a lawyer.
At some point, they said the court said, give him a
public offender for the state. So they give me a state public offender. So he fight and get it vacated. They do not bring me back. They changed me from life to 20. So at this time, I'm telling the lady with the clemency, I'm like, listen, they got to bring me back. So look, it's a lot of guys here that need your help. So just do their clemency. Don't even worry about mine. Because they got to bring me back for resentencing. Regardless, this is what I'm on.
Right.
She was like, listen, if they don't, let me know. She was like, just let me know the outcome. She was like, I just put your clemency to the side, and if it don't work out the way you want, you just hit me back. Boom.
And then the U.S. attorney says no.
The U.S. attorney say no.
So you go back to her?
But when I'm getting ready to go back to her, I'm in a pen. So she done changed me from life to 20. So I'm going back and forth with them, and all of a sudden they come get me. Hey, pack it up, boss.
You're going to the medium, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, they're like, yeah, you going to the medium.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. And they fucking, by the time they figure, it takes a few months, but they recalculated your points, and they're like, this guy can't be here.
Yeah, because I didn't have, like, my points was camp points.
Oh yeah.
I've been had camp points because I don't have no violence.
Right.
So
but it was a life sentence.
It was just a life sentence. So now they like, we don't know where you're going. So you got to go to the shoot. So I'm like, what the fuck going? So I go to the shoot. I'm in the shoot for like a whole week, trying to like, I need to get in touch with a lady for the clemency because I need to go ahead and put the clemency in now because they not bringing me back. Mm-hmm. Guess where they take me? First ever, I go from the pen to the low.
Oh, to the low. You skip the. Sometimes they do like a step down.
They normally do the step down.
They put you in the van and drive you across.
Right to the low.
Listen, the shotguns.
You're
chained
gun tower. You're like,
it's insane. Put you in a van. They drive for a block.
A block, bro.
Yeah. Get you out. Same thing. Shotguns.
Yep.
Like, but then when I went from the medium to the low, it took a month and a half to get my shit.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes some of the guys were like, "Well, when I came, they just loaded it up with me."
See, that's what when I came, they just loaded it up with me.
Listen, I was every 2 days I'm going to R&D. Hey man, after about a week they said, "Cox, you come here again, you're going to the fucking shoe." And I still came back 2 days. I'm like, I don't want to bother you.
We'll give you a couple of days. I'll come back.
I can see you're in your feelings.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you cool down a little bit. I'm gonna come back. I need my stuff.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. So I get to the low.
And you're fighting your case. Well, okay, but you came with your shit at least.
I came with my shit. So I get to the low. So just so happened the crazy shit. I'm gonna put that shit on here anyway. So, it was a counselor. The counselors that was at the pen. I can't think of her name, man, but her husband worked at the pen too. Her husband worked at the low, and she worked at the pen. She was a counselor. Her husband was like a CEO.
Okay.
He was like a CEO, right? Her name gonna come to him, and I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. So she was having an affair with one of the counselors back there, and her husband came from the low because I guess he kept hearing about it. He came to the pen and went in the back, and they had some shit like they was going at it about the fight. So
listen, this is common.
Yeah,
this is common. All the COs are fucking each other. They're all hooked on like Oxy. I was there when they came. While I was there, 3 different guys got arrested for CP.
Ooh.
One guy, his name was Zachary. I'll never forget because he was the first time he threatened to throw me in the shoe. Like I hadn't even done anything. He just started yelling at me because I was on the second tier sitting in my chair. Watching TV, you come in. What are you? And he started. I was just throwing you in the shoe, and I'm like, "What did I do?" Like, because you weren't allowed to put your chair
on top of the tier.
Like, get the fuck out of here! Bro, I just got here. But listen, 2 weeks later, they came and grabbed him and dragged him off, and then a couple days later, people were passing around the article. He had gone to like a Publix or something to meet some fucking boy or something, or he was talking online, some bullshit. No, they didn't get him. I'm sorry, that was another guy they got. No, Zachary, suddenly he didn't show up for work. We just got the article. They had arrested him in a Publix parking lot to meet a boy too. Like this isn't a guy, yeah. But yeah, 3 of they're all fucked up.
I'm telling you, they're all fucked up.
Each other.
Yeah, they all fucked up, bro. They all fucked up. I'm talking about, I was like, bro, are you serious, bro?
They'll get into fights. Two guards will get pissed off, go in the parking lot and fucking get into fights.
Yeah, get in the fight. So when they moved me to the low, they moved me. She see that I got the prior off, so she tell them to move me in her unit. So you was at the low, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they put me in the.
What year was this?
This is 17.
Bro, I was in the low.
No.
2000 and
no. This like 16.
It doesn't matter. I was there 9 years, but I was there.
Yeah,
I was there like 16. Yeah,
yeah. So it was like I come there and
So it wasn't the military. So there
I was in the military unit.
Oh, they moved you in there.
Yeah,
for just a little bit.
No, I stayed there until I left. Right when I got there, it had started getting real bad with the
K2.
Get the K2.
You were lucky, man. That was the best. That was the best unit. That the military unit or RDAP.
Oh yeah, RDAP. Yeah,
because it was quiet.
Not
because
real quiet.
If you didn't have to do anything, be a part of RDAP, it would have been great. But but the military one, because it was all they're quiet. They're docile. They're terrified.
Yeah, but listen, when my first night there, remember I come from the pen to the low.
Yeah.
So
you got no door.
No door, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how institutionalized I was. I'm in the cube. I can't go to sleep. I hear shoes. Motherfuckers farting, and I'm talking about all around. This is what I'm like, I can't sleep like this, man. I just come from a cell with one other person. Now you trying to put me in a cubicle with 2 other dudes, and it's open.
And anybody can just walk in.
And anybody can just walk in the cube. So, bro, I wake up, I put my chair to the back of the cube, and I'm sitting up like this. And this dude, it was an older dude, I forgot his name, but he has a problem sleeping. So he keep walking back and forth. And I told him, like, listen, tonight, not your night. Stop fucking walking in front of this cell, man. I said, I'm sitting right here. You don't walk past this motherfucker 6 times. He like, I just can't sleep. I say, I don't give a fuck if you can't sleep. Walk the other way.
Yeah.
So now
there's 2 hallways. There's 2 hall. Yeah.
So in the morning, I wake up, she calling me. You got 15 write-ups.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers gonna drop notes on me. Hey, the guy from the pen is causing trouble. So she called me and she like,
what are you doing?
What's going on? I was like, I can't fucking sleep. They walking. She's like, you're getting ready to leave, man. She's like, you got your sentence. You're not gonna die here.
Right.
She's like, man, get your mind back set. Get out of that penitentiary stuff. I was like, listen, man. She was like, listen. And she went to telling me the stories of the people that was there. She was like, I'm telling you this. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but I'm telling you this so you know what you're dealing with here. She was like, but that could be in real life. You don't know what a person got going on outside of their business. And I was like, so she was like, but you can learn a lot. She was like, a lot of them got a fucked up fetish. She was like, but if you want to learn something, she's like, a lot of them motherfuckers are millionaires.
Oh,
she was like, sit down and talk to them.
There was a guy there, Lance Paulson or something. He was like a billionaire.
Yeah,
there was tons. There were guys from NASA. There were 3 guys there from NASA that I knew.
Yeah,
all of them were fucked up. But they're teaching a class or something. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you got some guy who owns 6 companies or they're stockbrokers. Like you can. Yeah.
Like Steve Madden was at the Medium.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I wasn't locked up with him, but I know.
Yeah.
Conrad Black was there. He was at the low. But yeah, not when I was there. I missed him. But yeah.
So I got there. So she got me a job in the warden's office.
Okay.
She's like, listen, I'm gonna get you a job in the warden's office. She's like, so you can stay out of the way. And she was like, this way, you stay up there, because whoever was the lady that I was working on the warden office, she was the one that can get you to the camp. So she was like, I'm gonna see, can I get you to a camp? So this, don't get in no trouble. I stayed there. I started talking to a couple guys. I'm gonna tell you, so look, I'm gonna fuck you up right now. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm the guy that started the crack.
The what?
The crack.
What's that? What do you mean?
The crack bars.
Oh, the crack bars. All right.
So they used to make the crack bars, and everybody used to come and buy the crack bars at the it was like we made it in like a Pepsi box. It was like cookies, Snickers, and you make a little slice, and it's like a wafer.
Yeah.
But it's like Snicker melted on top.
And then they cut them up into strips.
Cut them up in strips. Yeah, I started that when I got there. Yeah, because we was doing it at the pen.
Yeah,
and I came over there. I was like, man. They were like, man. They said y'all be making crack bars over there. I said, yeah. They were like, man, they'll sell here. All the veterans, that's all they sweet heads. All they was sweet heads. All of them they bought. I couldn't keep them.
Bro, how different was the low from the pen? Like
night and listen, the day they locked me up in the shoe, Florida and Texas got into it, Bloods and the Crips got into it, Texas and the whole yard was like in mayhem. Deuces kept going off. I'm talking about dudes was coming in left and right. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I am so happy. I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you get to the low. When I got to the low, bro, it's like a whole weight. Because I ain't got to worry about no knife. I ain't got to worry about stabbing nobody. I ain't got to worry about getting stabbed. I ain't got to worry about it. Bro, it was just...
Bro, they're decorating for Christmas.
Yeah. And it's like, there's no fights going on. It's nothing.
Tree.
Yeah, there's no fights going on. I'm like, so they asked me, how you? So I stayed there for like 6 months. Then they sent me to Talladega.
Oh, really? Oh, you
Yeah.
weren't even there very long.
Yeah, I wasn't even there
I
long.
figured you were there for a few years.
No. I was there for 6 months.
From the pen to the fucking
low.
To the low.
To the camp. I went to Talladega camp.
I never made it to a camp.
Yep. I went to Talladega camp. And I was like, you know, at the camp, it's totally different. Because I was only at the low for 6 months. So I really still pen mentality.
Yeah.
So I didn't know I was institutionalized. So they telling me you got to walk out to go get your property. So they called me for property. I go, and the guy, and it's like from here to the door, it's cars in the parking lot. The street right there moving. And I'm like, so he like, yeah, you can go out there and go to R&D and get your stuff. So I'm like,
yeah. No, you're feeling like that's escape, right?
I'm here 10 minutes. He come back out. He like, yo, you can go. He was like, oh, you one of them pen guys. You that pen guy. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you come from the pen, man. They fuck y'all up, man. You institutionalized, bro. He was like, you can go out, man. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. I walked out slowly and walking by the cars.
How uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. They made me an orderly because of that. Then the guy would come, the other orderly would come get me and we'll drive in the van. I'm like, bro, you an inmate. They letting you drive? He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we drive over here to the medium. So I'm riding this, I'm like, but they trust you like that? He like, bro, you fucked up. He like, you fucked up. I'm at Talladega. I get there that Monday, that Friday, because we've been hanging out. I didn't, they throwing stuff over the gate.
Yeah.
Liquor, cigarettes. I didn't know Ciroc had flavors. I didn't know Black and Miles had different flavors. I didn't know none of this, bro. We getting tipsy and drunk and everything. So Friday, they called me to the lieutenant, and I got a phone. Friday, they called me to the lieutenant office. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, the warden is coming to see you. So I'm like, damn, I done fucked up already. I done fucked up. I said, damn, I wasn't even here a fucking week, bro. I done fucked up already. So he come in, he like, we got a call coming for you from your lawyer. I'm like, lawyer? What lawyer? Like, you don't know your lawyer? So the phone rang. He walk in, they say, here go your lawyer right here. I'm like, hello? And she was like, hey, how you doing? I got some good news and bad news. I'm like, what's the bad news? She was like, you got 10 years supervised release. I'm like, I know that. She was like, the good news is you got a clemency. I'm like, for real? She's like, yeah. So you'll be out maybe like 6 months. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Hang up. Say, don't tell nobody. So I'm calling him. I call my brother and everybody, my mom. I'm telling everybody. I'm there for another month. And the officer, like, he owned me, like, a rookie officer owned me, like, bothering me, checking me. Hey, man, I know you the one bringing the phones in. And I say, bro, I just come from the pen. I'm getting ready to go home. So he kept,
shit.
I'm not doing shit. So he kept, like, so I called the lawyer. I said, hey, is it a way for me to mess up this? Like if I get a shot, can they take the clemency from me? She was like, no, they can't nothing stop that.
All right.
I said, okay, good. So I go back, and then I go off, because he in my locker. He in my locker, and I'm standing right here, and he's like, no, you can't be here. I said, no, you're not going to put nothing in my locker while I'm standing right here. He was like, I'm giving you a direct order. I was like, I go off. So they shipped me. They put me in the hole. Then they shipped me to Yazoo, Mississippi. So I do Yazoo for 6 months. Yazoo is a fucking K2 yard.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies. Like, when I get there, they like, this is a junkyard. Like, K2 is bad. I'm like, what? It's so bad, the warden come to each unit and tell everybody, listen, I'm not testing for marijuana no more. I'd rather for you to smoke weed than K2.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the warden went around and told
bad
everybody. That's how bad it was. So, fast forward, I stay there, and then I get out from there.
You go to a halfway house?
I go to the halfway house here in Tampa. I was on the one on Hillsboro when
Me
it
too.
was there. Yep, I was there. And
they closed it down.
The lady with the dreads from St. Pete had it out for me. So when I get there, She telling me, you think you finna come to the halfway house and just run it? I'm like, ma'am, I come from a life sentence.
Yeah.
You're not gonna just run it. So they put an ankle monitor on me. So I'm like, you gonna put an ankle monitor? You can't, I mean, what you gonna do, send me back? You can't, I only got 3 months here. They put me back in the county jail.
Why?
Cause he was like, you with the ankle monitor, I see you was walking, then all of a sudden you in a car, and then you pull up here. I was like, okay, I came here.
Right.
So like, you can't be in a car with nobody. I see, I'm going back into society, right?
Right.
Why I can't have my people pick me up and put me back in the county jail? So I finally get out of that and all that, and now I'm here. Now I'm here. So it's like now I'm going into my bowling. I'm doing the bowling albums. I'm back into the music.
How did the bowling thing come about?
So
you never mentioned bowling before.
So I had never been bowling, but it was something that was fun. Somebody introduced it. Trick Daddy's dad introduced it to me a while back, and I was always in prison. Like, man, if I ever get back out, I'm gonna go bowling, man. I'm gonna start bowling. So I started bowling, and I love the music. So I was like, nobody never did a bowling album. So I was like, fuck it, let's do a bowling album, and it's good, man.
So you did a bowling album,
yeah,
a bowling
album,
yeah, album,
yeah.
We had I say album.
And it's all right. They understand. They understand.
Yeah, but some guy was making fun of me. And it's out.
Yeah, it's out right now.
Where's
on all
platforms? Where do people get it?
Apple Music, Pandora. You can do all the social media platforms. So
are you bowling? I mean, professionally?
Yeah. I'm good, man. Don't worry, I'm gonna call you out, man. You coming? You coming on the show?
I bowl.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we're horrible, but but we do bowl. Like we probably, honestly, we went bowling with Bubba. Do you remember Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yeah.
Of course. Bro, you could do his show.
Yeah.
He's got a podcast.
Oh, yeah? I need to do it. I know. I fought with Bubba tough.
Yeah. We all went bowling. And my wife and I went bowling, but we're talking about like in the middle of the week. Like if we don't have a podcast and it's a Tuesday or something, it's like, let's go bowling. And we'll go. Well,
get your practice, man, because I'm going to call you on my show so you can come on my show.
It's
okay.
It's beyond bad. But I'll go. I don't mind being humiliated, but I just like doing it, you know?
Yeah.
This will be funny for the audience. So you did do one other podcast. What other podcast did you do?
Oh, Concrete.
Yeah, Danny Jones. It's not Concrete anymore, by the way. It's Danny Jones. He switched to Danny Jones. Yeah,
did that. That's the first podcast I did out.
When was this? And this was years ago?
Episode 7.
Yep.
Really? Whoa.
Episode 7. That was crazy, man.
I've done 15 or 10 different Danny Jones. I mean, he texts me once a week. We text how's it going? What's going on? Are your numbers down? Are your numbers up? What's going on with this? Do you know anybody that, you know? Danny Jones gave me advice. The first podcast I did to start a podcast. And I went and I blew him off like you don't know what you're talking about. You know, whole thing. Just completely fucking stupid. Didn't do anything for another year. Probably 6 months to a year. Didn't even start. And what a mistake. Like he gave me the best, I would say, he gave me the best piece of advice that I completely ignored. I mean,
well, you ain't completely ignored. It came back. It came back around.
It did. But the problem was he was like, start it with like your iPhone, and I was like, my iPhone, and I was just like offended. And I'm thinking, I'm living in a rooming house, struggling to pay my bills. This guy's making a living doing what I want to do, and I ignore his advice.
And he's telling me to start with an iPhone. Why would you tell me to do that?
Well, no,
just give me a camera.
I'm okay with that. He was right.
Yeah,
but I ignored him, because he's. Like he has the experience, he knows what he's talking about, and I don't. Yeah, and I ignore. Like I should be taking his advice. I should have started. Mm-hmm. I could have started 6 months to a year earlier. We would have had more subscribers. Everything would have been accelerated that much quicker. And I ignored him like an idiot because I'm just arrogant.
Yeah, we all do that. Yeah, we all do that.
So are you playing? Do you have like? Are they call them gigs? Like
gigs, shows. Like, I got shows. I got one coming up in West Palm Beach. They got I created a sound in music called Juke. So it's like, I'm like the king of Juke City. That's why I call myself the king of Juke City. So it's like the Juke sound. a lot of it's like party music. So it's real popular.
And you're here. I mean, where in Tampa are you saying?
I'm here everywhere in Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere in Tampa. Everywhere. We everywhere.
Hey, you guys, I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified of videos just like this. Also, if you want to follow Tampa Tony, we're going to leave all of his social media links in the description box. We're also going to leave the link so that you can buy his album. Album.
You said it right. See?
Okay. Well, they were really down on me, man. So we're going to leave the links in the description box there too. You can just click on it, shoot over there, purchase it. You can follow him on social media. Once again, you guys, I really do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. See ya.